Please welcome to the stage, Mike Zakarian.
GM. What's up, party people? As you can see, it feels dark and gloomy, but my heart is bright and shiny because, man, the playoffs, man, I'm so excited. We were so excited that those of you, maybe you took the weekend off. You're like, I don't want notifications. I want to be locked and loaded either on basketball or my family. We were so excited. We did a show yesterday. We just got up early and we did a show. Man, it's just good. Basketball is good. Only a couple of bad games. And I tweeted this out. Sincere thanks to the Denver Nuggets and Minnesota Timberwolves for wrapping that game up in the first few minutes of the third quarter. So I get a nice little sleep. I feel fresh, ready to go. Who do we got in the chat this morning? We got Sneeps up in here, Jump Shoot GM. Yes, Russ is here. We're going to be talking about him. Gnome's here. We got Airplane Mode. JJL down under. He's going to be staying up late that night. Because we got packs today, baby. Hashtag Max Packs. We got Top Shot, Common Man, Stubbs in the house, Boston base. Veronica, good morning. Store, ready for the redemptions over in Norway. Hello, sir. Garen's here. D-Rose here. We got Mag Attack, New Swami, Snoop a Loop. Lakers are here. We got DJ Local. Was 84 here on Saturday and today woke up. We're all dead, dude. We're all dead. What's that Jake Gyllenhaal movie? Day After Tomorrow. Get ready. F and Nico's up in here. Listen, we got a lot to go over today. Today's a very exciting day. Like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag Russ is him into the chat. We'll We'll give away a Top Shot moment here at the end. T-Man in the chat too. Good morning to you, sir. JM to T-Man. Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag Russ is him. Today, wow, I almost just quoted Jack's Mannequin, the band. Today was a day like any other. Yeah, anyways, we've got a lot of content today. We have a lot of content. I'm going to share a Twitter thread into the chat. You can go engage with that if you want, but I'm going to share the screen here too, and we can go over it just so you get a feel for what we are vibing with today. Hold on, let me share this. Let's do it this way. Bang. Or no, let's do it this way. Remember, we were having fun with this. Ooh, more Mike, less Russ. This is what we got going on today, all right? So let's look at this tread. First, you're here. You already made it. You don't really need this part of the announcement, but we've got 9 a.m. We're right here, the NBA bit. Then NBA Top Shot has their first redemption playoff pack drop today at 1 o'clock. So the queue is going to start at noon. The drop is at 1. So at 12:30, in the middle, we're going to fire up a little Q live stream like the old days, baby, like the old days. We're going to give away a pack while we're here too, maybe open a couple of packs. So we'll have some fun with that. So 12:30, we're back here. Then we're going to take a little break from basketball, a little palate cleanser. Steve Genty from the 89 Cavs and myself. We are Barry Boys. Barry Boys, baby. So every Monday at 7 o'clock, we're going to just do like a little recap show, talk about last night's HBO's Barry. So if you haven't watched Barry yet, I would wait to watch this show until after you watch Barry. But we'll be talking about Barry tonight at 7 o'clock, me and Steve. The links are all in there. Then Sixers and Nets, baby. We're here for Sixers and Nets today on the Team Hold Playback. not only that, we'll definitely be giving away some cool stuff. We have Jake Fisher from Yahoo Sports is going to be joining the show and hanging out with us for a little bit in the second half. He's going to be giving away one of his books, I believe, that he just wrote. So check that out. We're going to be firing that up. And then last but not least, and I'll drop a link to this in the chat. We dropped a video yesterday. It was like we tried something a little bit different. The funniest NBA tweets. The funniest NBA tweets of the year. So we did a little recap. So make sure you go check that one out, please. I'm going to drop this specific tweet because we want this to get popping. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's all we've got for today. That's literally just today, Monday, baby. So we get a lot coming at you. And then, of course, I'm not even going to go over the rest of the week because it's just too much. We're in playoff mode, okay? It's not just the NBA players. We're in playoff mode. D Rose is saying, you guys remember waiting around for pack drops and putting our Q numbers in the chat? Oh, the good old days. And Mike, totally understand. As long as you just like pop in, like to stream. That's all I need you to do. That's all I need you to do. The Slander Slayer. Yeah, let's get into some of the hoops. So I know we did a show on Sunday. We'll still talk about the Saturday stuff as well. But man, it was fun this weekend. It really was. And I even said, I wasn't super excited about the Sunday game. I was excited to watch Memphis and the Lakers. I wasn't thrilled to watch Milwaukee and Miami. Honestly, I'm still not thrilled to watch Milwaukee and Miami, but it did become a little bit more interesting. And I really thought Phoenix was going to make work of the Clippers, and I got to take an L on that, at least through game one. And we should throw that whole caveat out there right now. Every podcast you listen to, everybody's going to have some wild reactions. It's a series, right? So you don't win it for winning one game. But yeah, 10 points from the Suns bench. It's wild, man. And we talked about like the depth being an issue a little bit in the campaign thing, like just not having a backup point guard. And let's start with that game. Because I think that was a peak Russ performance, right? So you got the Clippers win 115-110. What was impressive about Russ is you saw like it was the best of Russ. It was the worst of Russ. So Russ goes 3 for 19 from the field. He's got 3 blocks. He's got 2 steals. He had 11 boards, 8 dimes, only 2 turnovers, kind of limited that. Like he brought so much intensity that it befuddled Chris Paul, right? And that is where, like, even though Russ is aging himself, that's like one of the things that we kept talking about with Chris Paul and the Suns on this playoff run. Like, no matter who the Suns play, there's going to be an athletic, quick, strong point guard that he's going to have to go up against, right? So whether it's Fox, Ja, or now in Russ, and I think Russ's intensity and just this like level of chaos disrupted the Suns' rhythm. Like they weren't ready for that. He said locked up KD, CP3, and Book by himself. I mean, he was playing. This was like young Russ, right? Just like a lineup, or a bump of speed or something, and was just at it. And it was incredible to watch. It really was. And I mean, like the Kawhi KD matchup was great too. Let me just hit you with some of the rest of the stats, and then we can talk more about it. So Kawhi went for 38, 5 and 5. Zubac 12 and 15. One thing to note about Zubac, man, he kind of like Ayton doesn't want any bit of that, right? Like usually the Clippers are so weird where you're like Zubac sometimes plays 20 minutes, sometimes like he played 30 last night. Actually, what was kind of interesting, Kawhi played 42, and then Russ was the second highest minute getter with 36. Which is usually surprising, right? Because these rotations are usually pretty tight. But you got 24 minutes from Mann, 23 minutes from Powell, Plum Dog Millionaire with 18, and then the Bones. Bones came out there and chucked. But man, this was kind of the series is, in the words of Peter Overzet, flipped on its head. On the Sun side of things, KD 27, 11, and 9. Sorry, the audio came in from a commercial on ESPN and just gave me like a conniption. Torrey Craig, this is like, if you want to be nervous about the Suns, Torrey Craig, 22 points, and you got the L. If you told me Torrey Craig got 22, I would have said he stayed in garbage time. And they got an easy W. 22 points from Torrey Craig. Ayton had 18 and 8. CP3 with 7, 10 dimes, and 11 boards. And then Booker with 26 and 3. Four picks for him. And then as pointed out by Top Shot Comment, right? So they got 4 points from Jacques Landale in 8 minutes, 2 points from Biyombo in 5 minutes. And then Landry Shamet-Face got 4 points. So that's your 10 points off the bench. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you want to, like, and Okogie only played 7 minutes. Remember, we thought Okogie, unless I missed an injury or something, we thought Okogie, like, oh, maybe he starts for Torrey Craig. And he didn't. He didn't. He played 7 minutes. Again, the only guy in double figures outside, outside of the starting five was Sham with 24. And it looks like he took those Torrey Craig minutes. And I don't know if they were trying to stretch it with better shooting, but yeah, this series is interesting. I mean, I still think Phoenix is obviously the better team. I think Phoenix will still like right the ship here in game two. But what is kind of fun with series like this, when especially when you have a team that's favored like this, that has, you think there's no pressure, and then you lose the first game. You're like, holy shit! Can you imagine if they traded Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, the picks, and everything else, and then they can't get out of the first round? And then all of a sudden, little buttholes get a little bit tighter. You know what I'm saying? So I I don't know. I don't know. I still think the Suns are the better team, and the Suns will advance. But it got far more interesting. Like game two becomes a pressure cooker, right? We'll talk about the Kings Warriors in a little bit, but I was thinking like game two for the Warriors is pretty stressful because you don't really want to go down 2-0. But the difference is Phoenix is at home. Like this is like those are the home games that they're dropping. Yeah, we the people said they were putting in Wainwright over Okogie, which is very weird. Just Monty Williams in general is very weird. In the I think it was it the third quarter or the no, I think it was the end of the third quarter, right? Because I was flipping back and forth. I'll be honest, guys. I had to watch some of this afterwards because I'm a big Succession and a Barry bro. Yeah, you're right, Jump Shoot. That's what where you can do a little bit of everything here. Right, I think it was they were up like 11 or 13 maybe, with a couple of minutes left in the third, and it was like Devin Booker with no KD, no CP3, and I think no, too. I think it was just oh God, I want to say it was like Booker, Okogie, Wainwright, or Shamit maybe. And the Clippers just came storming back. They just came storming back and made it a series again. The coaching decision was a little weird there. We the people says if PG comes back this series, Sun should be worried. He's not coming back though. They already said he's not coming back. That he's like very, very doubtful to return at all in the first round. So I don't think we're going to see him. But you're right. I mean, if that does happen, that's pretty wild. Steph lost, KD lost, and LeBron won. It was a great weekend to be a LeBron fan. Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about that game next, I think. Suns need the human torch. They do. Yeah, T. Ross. What did Ross do? Ross played 4 minutes, so that wasn't much of it. Still blows my mind they started the games LA. I know. Again, I thank you, Minnesota, and Denver. Oh, it's not Denver's fault. I mean, not Minnesota's fault. Denver played really well. But I did not want to stay up and watch that stuff. All right, let's remind the people, because I feel like we get some noobs up in here. We're gonna like the stream. We're saying like the stream, like the beam, like the stream. Subscribe. Hashtag Russ is him. All right, let's go to Lakers. The Lakers get the W over the Grizzlies. They won by 16. The story, like the talking points here from this game, man. Like AD gets hurt, grabs his arm, right? And of course, he's like mouthing, "I can't feel my arm," which that's concerning if you just can't feel it at all. And yeah, he came back. He came back and he was fine. So shout out AD for doing AD stuff. I saw some fun stuff on Twitter just saying that that was his Paul Pierce moment, that he actually was fine. He just had to poop, which I'm here for that. I'm here for that type of stuff. But yeah, so AD goes down, and then later in the game, Ja Morant climbs the ladder trying to take it to the house. AD slides under, draws a charge, and Ja lands weird on his hand. And it looked bad. It looked really uncomfy coming down the other way. The one thing I will say, the report afterwards was the X-rays were negative, so it sounds like there's a chance he plays. He said uncertain for Wednesday. That is the benefit. They don't play again until Wednesday. But man, that was bad. Oh yeah. So Stan, I saw you say the worst take of the weekend is Charge should be banned. Beyond stupid. Stan, I got to give you credit, man, because you woke up this morning. I think you're on East Coast time, right? You woke up this morning, and my Twitter was mostly just you replying to NBA media people with clown emojis because they were saying that. I don't think they were saying that ban. I mean, there were a couple that said you just ban the charge. I think they were saying the way that the charge is right now, where you can like slide in while someone's kind of on takeoff, is I could see that. I don't think the Giannis one was that bad. The AD one, it seems like he slid in pretty late while he was during the takeoff. Yeah, but you can't ban charges. I mean, I do think that's wild. Um, Better that Ja was diagnosed with a hand injury and not a wrist. Thought the wrist was broken when I saw the replay. Yeah, so hopefully, I don't know. I'm a big no matter who you're rooting for, right? Um, no matter who you're rooting for, I want everybody healthy. Like I didn't like when I saw AD went down, Ja went down, Giannis went down, Tyler Hero went down. Like a lot of injuries yesterday. That was not great. We don't love that. But anyways, let's get back to the game. So the Lakers get the W when I think the Grizz had the lead when Ja went out. It was close though. Like it was back and forth throughout most of the game. And the Lakers, what I was most impressed with by the Lakers is and we were on playback. So shout out everybody at Boston Base was on playback, Weisberg, Sneeps. The pacing of the Lakers was way faster than I thought. It was way faster. I was stunned by it. I was stunned by how quick they were playing. Oh, Jay Bus is saying it was 105-101 Lakers when Ja went down. All right, thank you. Thank you, sir. But man, I thought they were gonna flame out. I was like, you guys are playing way too. This is not like your style of ball. And I thought they were gonna wear themselves out, but it's brutal. Whoa, Jeremy's so rare. Jerem's so rare in the chat. Whoa, 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 whoa. He said Giannis' game style is dog shit and shouldn't be celebrated. When you drive 10 times more than anyone in the league, you're more likely to get hurt on those drives. Wow, what a wild tip. We're out on layups and dunks now. What are we mad about? What are we mad about, Jeremy? Who do you root for that you're mad about Giannis? I like that we found the one person who does not like Giannis. Because I didn't think I thought he was just like well liked all over. All over. That's wild. Next in blog says coming in late saying happy Patriots Day. Morning brews for everyone. Yeah, dude. Oh, Frankie, well, trip it up the bus. Yeah, whoa. Yeah, it's good. Happy Patriots Day. Get those Sammy Adams in early, baby, while we're watching Shohei Ohtani let up some bombs. Also, Skeets is running that thing. He's probably, I don't know, mile marker 4 right now. Yeah, maybe he's a Suns fan. That was crazy. Germ, also, I'm happy you're here, but didn't you also get mad at me one time for Live Before Lock for saying if you super chat, I'll answer your question right away? You want Dunks watch Slam Ball. Dude, shout out Slam Ball. I'm ready for Slam Ball. All right, what else we got? Josh says, you think Ja might reconsider the way he catches bodies on certain centers now, kind of like Cam Newton considering running the ball. Anyways, yeah, whatever. I like this energy. Somebody was texting me about that too, like that Ja needs to get better, needs to develop a jump shot. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You're asking someone who got to this point playing a certain style of basketball, and then we're like, hey, you know how you did that your whole entire life and became like the number 2 pick in the world, and in the league, and or an MVP. Can you stop doing that? But I get what you're saying. You're not saying that. You're saying like maybe don't make every play a poster. I get what you're saying. I also, dude, only drives, no jump shot. I love this, man. I love this take. This is good. I think when people are up early, although maybe it's not early for you, I don't know where you are. Maybe it's international, but I like when people come in with this type of energy. This is strong takes. No, I know, Jeremy. You're good. I'm happy you're here, man. Keep those takes coming. I'm here for them. All right, let's keep going. So I didn't say any stats yet. So Austin Reeves played so well that Dame was tweeting about Austin Reeves. If Dame's tweeting about Austin Reeves, I'm here for it. He had 23 and 4. D'Lo had 19, but it felt like 40, didn't it? It felt like every time D'Lo released a shot, it went down. There was a moment during playback where I was like, wow, D'Lo's really balling. And then it was like 2 bricked threes and a turnover. It was great. It was great to watch. AD had 22 and 12 with 7 blocks. 7 blocks. So if you're in the So Rare moment rank streets, good day for you. But the story of the game was Rui Hachimura with 29 and 6 off the bench. I mean, good Lord. Good Lord, Rui. You're not going to get another game like that from Rui, but it doesn't matter. Like, because I saw a lot of takes like, well, dude, you barely got through. It took a jaw injury and Rui scoring 29. Yeah, but it's not like it's a best of 45. You know what I'm saying? It only takes that's like a game. They stole game 1 at home. On the road. It was huge. It was huge. Jay Winter in the house. Good to see you. Gilbert saying later in Ja's career, he'll have to develop a jumper. For now, let's enjoy the way he plays. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair. I also think Ja's jumper's not as bad as everyone thinks it is. Um, Maybe I'm wrong on that. Why not? Rui can cook. I'll tell you why not. Because he doesn't do it ever. This was like the first time he's done it. When Russ was an MVP, did you see him becoming the player personality he is in the league today? Giannis is on the same trajectory with less of a basketball bag. Oh, I disagree. I disagree. No, I disagree with that take. I disagree with that take. I mean, you're right. Like when his athleticism slows down, he will also slow down. But that's literally everyone in basketball. That's literally in everyone. Um, all right, on the Grizzlies side of things, so Ja only played 30 minutes. He had 18 and 6 when he went down in the fourth. Triple J had another solid game, man. His offensive numbers the last like month or so have been wild. He had 31, 5, and 4, which is great. Bane had 22 and 6. And then, I already said, Brooks was fine. 2 for 9 from 3. Awesome. Dylan Brooks, stop taking 9 threes. Santi Aldama played 24 minutes. Bad news Bears. That's not great. Tyus Jones, at least they have a good backup point guard. And then Luke Kennard. Those are their 3 main guys off the bench. I don't know, man. I'm not ready to call this series a wrap. If Ja can't go game 2, Dunzo. Dunzo game 2 if Ja can't go. B. Foster, did someone say the Japanese Jordan? Is that what he's called? Rui? That's crazy. Ja builds houses, great athlete, but no J, says airplane mode. Interesting. Okay. Let's make sure people are liking the stream, subscribe. We only have 29 entries. What's going on? Hashtag Russ is him. Like the stream, hashtag Russ is him, and we'll give away a little tap shotty moment. Anyways, this is a good W for the Lakers, man. You go in, you're the 7 seed in Memphis. You play a different brand of basketball, like still played solid defense, but at a much faster, chaotic pace. You put up 128. You got some role players with a W. And I mean, listen, like I know Rui's not going to score 29 again, but you only got 7 from Schroeder. Beasley didn't do anything. Like as long as one bench guy a game steps up, and usually the bench guys give it to you at home. For the bench to do it on the road, I mean that's huge, man. That is huge. So good on the Lakers. As much as it pains me to say it, it's scary news for my best ball bags. Even though, even though I do have a lot of AD and LeBron exposure, I will say, listen, you can't. Everyone's played one game, a long way to go. But right now, 47 of my 150 would make it to the second round, would advance right now. Crazy stuff. All right, let's keep going. Let's go to the next game of yesterday. So yeah, we talked about Giannis getting hurt. So Giannis, same thing as Ja, goes up. K-Love, Mr. Banana Republic, slides in, tries to draw a charge. Giannis goes down, back injury, and he does not return. Same thing as he's questionable. He's questionable. So like, if Giannis doesn't come back, that really, obviously, what a good take, Zakarian. If Giannis doesn't come back, all of a sudden the Heat become a little scary. I still think the Bucks could take it to the Heat, but it just changes the trajectory of the Eastern Conference. All of a sudden, Philly and Boston feels different. If it's a serious injury, if he just misses game 2 and then's back for game 3, whatever, it'll be fine. But yeah, the other injury, Tyler Hero, which, yeah, Stan, you're absolutely right. We do need a Tyler Hero drop, which, I mean, that hurt. That hurt to watch. That was not fun. It made me feel bad for my man Hero. Sorry, just scrolling up for the drop. Here we go. Yeah, so Hero, what I will say, man, Hero breaks his hand, and he knows it's bad. I think, was it Gabe Vincent or Kyle Lowry? Still, they see him open in the corner. He's like bending over, and they're like, "Yeah, dude, give him attempts a corner 3," and I swear to God, it went in. It looked like it went in. It looked like it was nothing but net. I couldn't believe it. And then it turns out it was an air ball. Sean says, best stat I saw yesterday: Rui, Reeves, LeBron, and Davis all scored 20. Last time that was Kareem, Byron, Scott, Magic, and Worthy. All right, so this is fun. AD is Kareem in this analogy. LeBron is Magic. Let's do this. Rui is Worthy. Or is Reeves Worthy? I don't know. I can't keep up. Anyways, that is a good take. Yeah, so the Bucks getting the W, I mean getting the L there. Chris Middleton at 33 and 9. I mean, I guess if you want to have some positivity about the Bucks, it's like, all right, Middleton can still drop 30 in a big time game. Drew Holiday went for 16 and 16. They got 21 points and 8 boards from Bobby Portis off the bench. But I mean, the Bucks are a different team without Giannis, and they don't play until Wednesday either, I believe. But I mean, listen, the 8th seed went into Milwaukee and stole game 1. Jimmy Butler, we get some playoff Jimmy with 35 and 11. Bam Adebayo with 22, 7 and 9. Dude, so one interesting thing that I was watching a little bit of it this morning. I feel like Bam, and I get maybe this changes with Giannis out, but I feel like Bam can have a series here. They're playing this like drop defense, which just kind of leaves Bam open from like 10 feet. And I know Bam is like super, super frustrating, but the way they're defending, it feels like he can hit that shot. And if he can hit that shot, then all of a sudden they can adjust the way they defend him. And now you're getting wide open looks for Streets and Gabe Vincent and now Duncan Robinson. So I don't know. I mean, I still think the Bucks are going to win this series. Wow, Dave Butler 35 and 11. What a game from him. But I don't know. I mean, we got to take it a little bit more seriously now. If anything, the series is going to go longer, right? I think we assumed this was going to be 4 or 5, and now it's 5 minimum. It's 5 minimum. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to take away from that game except the injuries suck, man. I want these teams at full health, but I know it's a part of the game. It's just a bummer. Last game of the night, and then we'll work our way backwards. Then we'll hit on some Saturday stuff. Saturday. All right, so the Nuggets won 109-80. They were up 3 at the end of the first. They were up 11 at the end of the second, and then they outscored the Wolves 32-14 in the third quarter. 32-14. Incredible stuff. Just like, wow. Ant-Man had 18 and 5. Dude, Karl Anthony Towns was rough. 1 for 7 from 3, 5 for 15 from the field. Only went to the line 2 times, went 0 for 2 from the line. Just an ugly game from him. Rudy Gobert, minus 28 when he was on the floor. Minus 28. 8 points, 13 boards. Minus 28. Jokic was just a freaking force, man. He only finished with like 13 points, 14 boards, and 6 assists, but he just felt like in complete control. He only had to play 28 minutes. Jamal Murray with 24, 8 and 8. Michael Porter Jr. at 18, 11. You got 14 from Bruce Brown off the bench. It's going to be Nuggets in 4 or 5. Nuggets in 4 or 5. That's a wrap. That is a wrap. Jay Bus says, when is the last time a team only got 80 points in the playoffs? That is a great question. But yeah, ugly performance there. I think a reminder that Denver's a good basketball team. Denver's, and I don't think anybody wants to give Denver any credit. But Denver's good, and they weren't trying the last 2 weeks of the season, and everybody was like, oh yeah, it's fake numbers. And then you see what the Clippers and Suns did, and then you saw what Denver did, and obviously the opponent is different, so the style of play is different, but Denver is a legit threat to come out of the West. Great game. Jokic with some wild stuff. There was, I'm sure you guys saw the highlight where he catches the ball, or I don't know if he caught the ball, if he dribbled up, but basically lands on 2 feet and then does this slow motion. It was like a stop, then spin move right by Rudy, lays it in. And then it was 2 consecutive trips where Jamal Murray, they get him in a little pick and roll. Jamal Murray so he's got Rudy behind him with his back to the basket. Rudy drops it to him. Jamal drops him the ball, catches in his right hand with the rim behind him like this, and then just kind of turns and drops it in. And then the next time down, they do the same sequence, except instead of Jokic making a quick move to the basket, he immediately drops it right back to Jamal Murray, who lays it in for 2. It was incredible. Also, wow, Milo saying Utah only dropped 54 on the Bulls at 98. Wow. No, I can't tell if that's a travel. The only reason why is because he lands with both feet at the same time, right? It wasn't it's not like he switched pivot foots and stuff like that. Denver is a good team. Hashtag hot take. The depth and quality is insane. They have 10 starters. I know. Well, I don't think they have 10 starters. I mean, you look at their bench. It's Jeff Green, Bruce Brown are the only guys that played over 20 plus minutes. right? Even what did Christian Brown play? Christian Brown played 19. I don't know if they got 10 starters, but Bruce Brown's nice. Jeff Green is solid, and Christian Brown is nice. They are good. He kind of got a fake pass on that spin move play too. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe it was a travel. I thought it was really close. But anyways, yeah, Denver cooked them. Minnesota looked rough. You know what though? To be fair, Minnesota played 2 games this week. They played 2 games. They had to travel to LA, travel back home to Minnesota, then to get back on a plane and go to Denver, all in a quick turnaround time. So it makes sense. They probably mentally just like punted that game, come back out for the second game. We'll see what happens. All right, let's keep moving. Oh, Jump Shoot just saying 90 minutes until So Rare MLB lock. Yeah, because it's Patriots Day. Also, we finished 19th, baby. 19th in the limited pro this week for So Rare. Won $10 an ETH along with a rare Eugenio Suarez. All right, let's go look at Saturday's game. Saturday. Also, remember, like the stream, subscribe. Hashtag Russ is him. Hashtag Russ is him. Russ is him. All right, let's keep going. So Saturday, we'll start with the boring ones. Let's get the Sixers game out of the way and then the Celtics game out of the way. They won 121-101. I talked a little bit about this Sunday. I kind of like what the Nets did. They don't have anybody that can defend Embiid, so they just throw a bunch of dudes at him. And it would have been fine. It would have been fine if the other guys didn't go ham. But Tobias Harris, he had 21 and 4 in that game. Embiid finished with 26 and 5. Harden with 23 and 13. But outside of Bridges, nobody could get anything going. Dinwiddie with 14 and 7. Bridges did have 30 and 5. Cam Johnson with 18. Bench, just a bunch of people did nothing. So pretty bad stuff. Pretty bad stuff over there from them. I don't know. We got game 2 tonight between Brooklyn and Sixers. So the schedule, game 2 is, I think, 7:30, and then 10, I think we have the Kangs, like the beam, in the Golden State Warriors. So, yeah, James did look fully healthy. His shot did look good. I mean, listen, if that's the James Harden they're going to get, and I think that was the biggest concern for the Sixers heading into the playoffs. I think Harden looked rough last month or so. He even said he felt rough. Like, he was like, my Achilles isn't 100%. He looked slow, but if Harden is going to be 85% of the way, and you're going to get solid games from Maxey, you're going to get solid games from Tobias Harris, you got a shot. You got a shot at making the East, especially with this Giannis injury, We'll see. Yeah, the Snoop Loop said they should activate Simmons and have him guard Embiid. I would love it. If you go down 3-0, they should start Simmons and no one else. Just Ben Simmons, 1-on-5. Let him cook. Why are they doing pimple doctor commercials during the game? That's the most fucking disgusting thing I've ever seen. I saw it on Twitter. I saw a lot of people talking about it on Twitter, but I think it's because it was happening while I was watching Succession. And I was like, whatever. Who knows what this is? I'm sure it's nothing that bad. People just like to overreact on stuff. And then I saw it at midnight. And I was so pissed. I was so pissed at that commercial. How much money why? Why did we see that? Absolutely disgusting. Anyways, the Sixers are in trouble. I don't see this going more than 5. Maybe they steal one game. Oh, did I say the Sixers? Excuse me. The Nets are in trouble. Anyway, God, it was so gross. So gross. All right. Celtics beat the piss out of the Hawks. I think we're going to get a lot more of this. I don't see Atlanta putting up a real fight. Maybe they steal one. The only thing I'm concerned about, so Jaylen Brown, Port said that he was getting reevaluated yesterday. I didn't see what the final tally was on that, but they said he was getting reevaluated on Sunday. His stitches opened up. That hand got bloody. I don't know. Maybe they give him a break. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they do here, but hopefully Jaylen Brown's good to go in that game. So they won by 1,112,099. DeJounte was the only one that put up a fight over there at 24, 8, and 6. On the Celtics side, Tatum with 25 and 11, White with 24 and 7, Brown with 29 and 12. And then they had an 8-man rotation. You got Robert Williams played 22 minutes. He looked great, 12 and 8. Brogdon only had to play 21 minutes and Sammy Hauser 11. But easy dub. I really don't have any other takes on this. Those 2 games on Saturday were not interesting. They were not interesting. And hopefully, I don't know. I mean, as a Celtics fan, I'm happy if this just goes 4 and then we move on. But hopefully the games are a little bit more entertaining. Snoop Loop said, I think they were overlooking the fact that a TV network has a show on Dr. Poppin' Pimples. What has this world come to? I know. I thought it was an ad for, I'll be honest, like the first time I saw it, I thought it was going to be like an American Idol thing. Cause like they do those stories when they're just like, oh, dude, yeah, I lost my mom last week and like she was a big influence on my life. And now like, here's my one shot, my one opportunity to really make a difference. And all of a sudden we're like they're taking like a lightsaber to this dude's dome. Gross. Sean says the score was closer than the game. Bogdan let it come back for integrity. Yeah, that was a wrap. That game was a wrap. All right, let's get into some. Wow, what is going on with my computer? Let's get into some of. Oh, the ESPN did a refresh. That's why. Let's get into some of the more exciting games. So, Knicks and Cavs, bing bong, light the beam, regular season.
Regular season, Randall.
My computer's straight tweaking right now. I hope my audio and video is good for you guys. Common Man said Hawks or Wolves, better future. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the Hawks have an easier path to blowing it up than the Wolves do. The Wolves are pretty hamstrung unless they move Cap, but I don't see it. All right, the Knicks won 101-97. Julius Randle, 19 and 10. We didn't even know if Randle was going to play, and then he played 34 minutes, a little dub. Jalen Brunson was into foul trouble, still managed to drop 27. And then they got 17 and 10 from Josh Hart off the bench, quickly with only 3 points. But a good win for them. Donovan Mitchell dropped 38 and 8. Garland had 17, but did nothing the whole second half. Allen with 14 and 14, and Mobs with 8 and 11. The Mobley thing is weird. He still played really solid defense, but he had a really rough night offensively, 4 and 13, and he missed a lot of bunnies. I made the comparison over the weekend about Domantas Sabonis. Like Sabonis had a really rough game around the rim in that first game, and Mobley had something similar. But dude, the Knicks answered every call. They really did. And the Cavs had to spend so much energy in the third quarter and then again in the fourth quarter to tighten up that lead from going to, because it bounced, right? It bounced up to 10 or 12. Cavs come all the way back. I think they take a 1-point lead, then they tie it up. And I think they not wasted, but they had to use so much energy to get back into it. They couldn't get over the hump. And listen, I'm going to make my Donovan Mitchell point again. I'm not saying Donovan's bad. I'm not saying he's the reason they lost. All I'm saying, historically speaking, no one scores more playoff points in playoff losses than Donovan Mitchell. Dropped another 38 in an L. Brunson was awesome too, man. Brunson was really, really good. Garen said, "Does the Hawks have picks?" Yes, I think they lost a couple of their picks in that DeJounte deal. If I'm pretty sure. Regularly saying just let Okoro shoot and the Knicks will win the series. You could say the same thing about RJ Barrett. Just let RJ Barrett shoot and the Cavs can win the series. RJ, what was he? 2 for 12 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3, 7 points, 2 of them from the free throw line. RJ looked rough. So Okoro and RJ Barrett just pointing at themselves like the Spider-Man meme. But really good win for the Knicks, man. This is going to be a long series, I think. And what do you say? No mention of Donovan killing it. I just did. I said, what did I say? He had 38 points. I said he had 38 and 8. Unless you're on delay, Stan. Is that why? And I did. I mentioned Donovan. I think no one scores more points in playoff losses than Donovan Mitchell. You can go back to the Clippers series, the Mavs series where he averaged 25 on 25 shots a game, the Nuggets series in the bubble where he would score 50 in L's. I'm just saying. But I think this series is going to go the distance. It's going for speed. I didn't say it was his fault, Stan. Open your ears, Stan. I know you're everybody with the check mark that talks about basketball. I'm not saying it's Donovan Mitchell. I already just talked about how Mobley probably single-handedly lost that game. But I am saying scores a lot of points in playoff losses, Stan. All right. Anyways, yeah, I think this is going a long way. I think this is going to be a fun series, but the Knicks should feel good. You steal game 1 on the road. I thought this would be a split. I thought the first 2 games would be a split here, but I thought, Cleveland wins the first game, the Knicks get the second game. But now Cleveland's back against the wall. You can't go down 0-2 and then go into Spike Lee's MSG, baby. Sean says the big question is if the Knicks can win at home. I don't know what they do when they're home, but they play much better on the road. They really do. What else was he supposed to do? Well, Stan, if Donovan Mitchell scored 38, right? If he scored 43, they win the game. No, Donovan had a great game. Donovan really had a great game. But it happens. Oh, we got a doggo sighting, I think. All right, here we go. Let's remind the people, like the stream, subscribe. Wow, he came in hot. Whoa. That was like lightning, dude. Like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag Russ is him into the chat, just like Bosie did just now. Look at that dog. Doggo's ready to go. He's ready to party. He is ready to party. All right, my computer's being too slow to share the screen. Let's get into that last game. Warriors beat the King. I know, I'm just kidding. The Kings beat the Warriors. Here we go. Now my computer's working. Let me work it. Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag Russ is him. Yeah, Bandy running in to defend you from Stan. I know. He's ready to take on Stan. All right, back to the action. Here we go. What was the final score on that one? See, this is what happens. Normally, I take notes beforehand. I was like, oh, there's only a couple of games. No reason to. Kings on 126, 123. Yeah, the Easy stuff is weird. I've seen like both. You know what? I just don't want to hear this shit anymore. It reminds me of the Charles Oakley stuff. It's just like, man, can we just? I just want good vibes. Not that that's Eazy-E's fault. I'm not saying it's him. The same way that it wasn't Oakley's fault. I just like, why can't we handle this shit? Like whatever. I don't want to get into it. But I saw Jalen Rose's video. Kings won 126, 123. Steph had 30, and it was weird. He looked like, I think Doris Burke called it out too, where she's like, he had 17, and she's like, you know what? It doesn't feel like we're going to get a Steph game, but no matter what, it's going to end with him getting 30. And sure enough, he had 30 and 6. Clay had 21 and 6 on 8 for 19 shooting. Wiggs came back, played 28 minutes. That was more than I thought he was going to play. Clearly, they need Wiggins because they need someone to stay in front of Fox. But Wiggins had 17, 7 for 16 shooting. Poole had 17 off the bench. Light the beam. So Sabonis, dude, 5 for 17 from the field, 12 points, 16 boards. And then, 2 dimes. Fox had 38. Monk had 32. The guys combined for 70. 2 guards. What a debut. And a huge win for them. Oh, sorry, not Easy. My bad. Sorry, guys. Sorry, my bad. I was moving too quick. Watch the Warriors smoke the Kings the next game. They might, but it doesn't matter. Kings got the first game. That's all that matters. They're up 1-0. If you're Sacramento, right? I mean, if you're Sacramento, a lot of people are going to be like, well, when's the next time you get 32 from the Kings? You know what I'm saying? When's the next time you get 32 from Malik Monk off the bench? And I get it, right? You're probably not going to get a bunch of Malik Monk games like that. Maybe 1, 2 if you're lucky in a series. But here's the thing. Keegan Murray gave him nothing. Kevin Huerter gave him nothing. That's not going to happen again. Either. So I think the Kings are in good shape here. I mean, you know what? The Golden State continues to win 11 games on the road total. And everybody was like, oh, the regular season doesn't matter for a team like this. Championship caliber. Oh, once the playoffs start, it's a new team. Andrew Wiggins is back. And then Fox cooks him for 38 and a bench guy cooks him for 32. They're just bad on the road, man. They're careless with the ball. They throw it away. Like I think, and that doesn't mean they can't win this series. But again, I think everybody treats them kind of like we did with the Heat, although the Heat got the game 1 win, where it's just like, oh yeah. And Josh was saying Sabonis could be better too. Yeah, absolutely. But everybody treats them like they are the team from last year or the team from 4 years ago. And they're not. We have a proven track record of them being bad on the road. We the people said it was going to be a gentleman's sweep. He said the Kings would get 1, and then they would rip off 4 in a row. Or is that the douchebag sweep? Shout out, sweep. Shout out, oh my God. Former no dunks. Lee Ellis. Curry still could have tied it at the end. He usually hits that shot. But yeah, I mean, Curry was great, though. Was that the first time Stephen A. Smith watched him play? What is that, Stephen A. Smith? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Will Poole miss the next game? Is that a bad thing? I missed it. Did Poole get hurt? Did I miss a Poole injury? I totally missed that. But anyways, Kings get the W. Kings get the W. That was a big one. That was a fun game though. I'm so excited for that series. I'm so excited for that series. We're gonna get I'm sure we're gonna get Steph's gonna drop 50 at some point. Maybe game 3, first game back, he drops 50. We're still gonna get a Clay game. Draymond was defending his ass off. Draymond had a great game defensively. But I don't know. I think they're relying pretty heavily on the defending of Andrew Wiggins, and Wiggins is a great defender, and Peyton. But if they can't get anybody staying in front of if they can't get anybody staying in front of De'Aaron Fox, that's going to be a problem. That is going to be a problem. He was incredible in the fourth quarter. That was a lot of fun. So there we go. That's it. That is the action so far. So what do we got the rest of the week? So now that we saw everybody play in 2 days, which is very exciting, 4 days, 4 games a day for 2 straight days, beautiful basketball. So tonight, we'll go over the schedule here a little bit. We got Nets and Sixers at 7:30, Kangs, Light the Beam, and Warriors at 10 o'clock. Tuesday night, we got 3 games, Game 2 of Celtics and Hawks. We've got Game 2 of Bing Bong and the Cavs. And then we've got Clippers and Suns Game 2. Wednesday night, we've got Lakers and Grizz Game 2. Heat and Bucks Game 2. And then Wolves and Nuggets Game 2. What I love is on Wednesday, which we'll be doing the 89 Cavs over on playback to watch the Lakers Grizz game. I love that we've got Lakers Grizz at 7:30. That's a beautiful thing. And then Thursday, we've got 3 games. We've got Sixers and Nets for Game 3, Kings and Warriors Game 3, Suns and Clippers Game 3, and then Friday we have 3 games. I'm not going to read them all. Saturday Saturday 4 games, and Sunday we got 4 games again next weekend. I freaking love the playoffs. Let's go. Dylan Brooks couldn't get out of the Lakers highlights. Dude was defending every shot that went in. Yeah, and then he took a bunch of shots too. It was a tough day. It's a tough day. Steve said it'd be cool if everyone in the West was eliminated from the playoffs and it was the only East teams except for the. All right, Steve. Steve's just wilding out. I know I went over this earlier. I wanted to just remind everybody what we got going on today. We got a lot of fun action. I'm just going to share this quickly. And I want everybody to go whoops, wrong thing. I went back to bookmarks. Everybody go engage with this, right? So we've got so much content today. Well, obviously you're here for the 9 a.m. show. Everybody please just go like and retweet this thing. But today if you're in Top Shot Streets at 12:30, we're going to do a live stream, a Q live stream for that pack drop that's happening at 1 o'clock. We're going to give away a pack as well. So come hang out. So we're going to be doing that. And then if you're Barry fans on HBO's Barry, Steve and I are going to be talking about that tonight at 7 o'clock. And then playback, we've got Jake Fisher from Yahoo Sports joining the show. We're going to be doing a little playback with some giveaways. And then more importantly, everybody, I'm going to drop this link into the chat, and I'm going to close out of this. Everybody go watch this if you haven't done it. All right, go watch this video. Veronica did a great job editing there. It was great. Is there a Top Shot Pack Drop stream and a Live Before Lock today? So thank you for bringing up the Live Before Lock. Because we only have 2 games today, and the injury stuff is so crazy. Instead of doing like a 5:30 Live Before Lock, what I am going to do is do like a recorded show that I should have up before the Top Shot stream. So I'll probably post that at noon. So at noon, I'm just going to give you like the playoff plays for the game week. Because it stretches out for the whole week, it's tough. Regulator said, to make matters worse, Jordan Poole suffered an ankle injury on a drive. Now it appears, oh, wow, I totally missed that. Wow, Poole missing the game, I do think that would be an issue. I don't think that would be great if Jordan Poole missed the game. I think you do want Jordan Poole in there. What else did I miss? Anything else in the chat? All right, Sean says the biggest story of the Kings game for me was that the Kings played a game very similar to what they did in the regular season. Wasn't sure if it was going to translate. Yeah, man, the offense is fired, dude. Yeah, Jake Fisher, baby. Jake Fisher from Yahoo Sports joining the show. He's giving away he just had a book come out, I believe, as well. And he's giving away a book, which is very, very kind of him. The Saturday start times are better. Yeah, listen, I was furious about the Sunday start times because, like, I want a 1 o'clock start. Give me that sweet 1 o'clock start. Let's call it a night by 11 o'clock. Let everybody go to bed. I know that's an early start for the West Coast. It's not a problem for football. Let's just do that. Everybody's happier. And again, unless everybody agrees that if we get a late 10:30 start, it's got to be a blowout so that we can go to bed by midnight. Sorry, West Coast bros. I'm an East Coast elitist. East Coast YouTube streaming elitist. But anyways, that's the action. Let's go look. I'm going to poke around at... Oh, coffee's gone bad. Yeah. Oh, tough. All right, here we go. Sip of water. I'm not sure about the MCW stuff, Seems. I will check. I wanted to go over to So Rare here since we talked about that for a second so I can show you my squads from this weekend. So we took down a rare tier 3 in the NBA. That's the only squad that got there, right? So we had some disappointing performances from Sabonis and Dorian Finney-Smith, which left me on the outside. Look, I'm on the outside. I'm looking in of the limited champion. But my rare contender, we finished 178th, which will take a rare tier 3 from it. Sorry, I meant to look at my team, not anything else. And we got Towns with 72. Gabe Vincent ended up with 35. J-Dub with 46. Torian Prince with 32. Malik Beasley with a big dookie. Malik Beasley was bad. So that was my squad. We took it. Fernandez is out. Better win that giveaway. Good luck, Sid. Good luck, sure. That late Wolves start was brutal. Whole series is going to be like that. I know that is tough, man. What do you think Borland, do you think the Minnesota start times, will those be any earlier? I'm sure they're already posted. I haven't looked at it. Like maybe we get a 9:00 start. Are they not adding multiple game scores for this week? For NBA? For NBA, I don't think they add the game scores. It's it's just like it's not cumulative. It's just the best of the best. So it's just like your best score. It's not like MLB. Which MLB, baby? Let's look at that. Let's look at that squad. Huh? Hashtag squad goals. Oops, I forgot to share screen. Let's look at this. Let's go to the MLB side of things. My first time winning some ETH, which is very exciting. First time winning some ETH. So yeah, we finished 19th. Luis Castillo dropped 44. Jansen from the Sharks got 44. Davis got 44. Mateo with a 59. Santander with 21. Pena stole like 17 bases last night. And then Ashcraft. I thought playoffs were cumulative. If that's true, if that is, but they weren't cumulative for that. Maybe, are they cumulative starting this week? I didn't think that was true. Let me see if I can actually find that out upcoming here. I need the rules. Let me see. Damn it. Yeah, I can't see the rules anymore. Oh, gameplay. Here we go. Sorry. Each game week will feature 7 comps. No, that's not helpful. Each game week will be total to produce a single tournament score. I can't tell. I can't tell if it's total. They are adding your weekly NBA scores. What does that mean? So it's still best game per player. So what does that mean? What does that mean? They're adding your weekly NBA. So like what I did the previous week gets added on. Is that what it means? So it's just like the playoff long tournament. Thank you, Jay Winter. Yeah, big Ashcraft, bro. I'm a big Ashcraft, bro. Anyways, if anybody knows the answer to that, let me know. All right. Are we almost done here? I think we like covered it. Oh, leaderboard for the entire playoffs. Okay. All right. That's what you guys are talking about. Let's spin up this giveaway. Hashtag. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Hashtag Russ is him. We already went over all the content, right? So we'll be back at 12:30. Also, we are 125 subs away from 9K. We're at 8,875. We're getting there, baby. We're getting there. Nice try, Maddie Harrison. Nice try. Nice try. We see Pack Drip in the street, Orion in the street. We're going to have just an insane amount of content this week, okay? So I hope you guys are ready. I'm so stoked about the playoffs. This is going to be a fun month or so, 2 months, I guess. It's going to be a fun couple of months, but first round is the best. AJ saying Mark Jones after every Fox play. First name De'Aaron, last name Fox. I love Mark Jones. Yeah, 10K I am getting a spray tan. You're absolutely right. Actually, I don't need to, baby. I got that Armenian blood, man. I already got a little sun kiss just going outside. Oh yeah, go check out Storm and Pinball too. Go click his name. Go watch his content. Also, AJ, you wiling out. I'm seeing you put this in a couple of times, AJ. Did I see something about Barry stream? Yeah. So we're at 7:00 with the Barry boys. Steve and I are just going to do a little recap, talk about the show, have a couple fun gimmicks planned. So if you're into it, if you're into Barry, it is going to be spoilery of the 2 episodes that came out last night, which I had no idea HBO was dropping 2. That was exciting. All right, let's wrap it. If you are a Top Shot bro, I'm anti-genocide. I wish it didn't happen. Boston base. Fun fact though, my thesis was in college, was defining the term genocide and using that definition to prove that it was in fact an Armenian genocide. But that's before people started saying it. Barry had a basketball reference in episode 2. They did, man. Dude, Barry's great. But yeah, so make sure you watch both episodes of Barry. Come check out that show. Excited. I'm excited for it. That's going to be fun. Nice little palate cleanser before we go back over to playback for a little Philadelphia, Brooklyn kid. All right, if you win this thing, shoot me a DM at Mike Zakarian. Make sure you're in the Discord. Really, please come join us for playback tonight. Even if you don't want to watch, just leave it open. We need those numbers up. Who's it going to? Aaron Borland. Good dubs, Borland. Good dubs. I hope everybody has a great rest of the day. Basketball, baby, all day long. All right, we'll see you at 12:30 or at 5 or 7, whatever. I don't know how many shows we got. We out.